Hello and welcome back to CGTN's special series.
大家早上好，欢迎再次回到我们的这样的一个特别节目，叫做《海上看中国》。桃园和我今天呢，来到一个非常特别的一个地方，这是一个非常大的这样一个鱼市，这也是海南三亚最大的这样的一个鱼市。你想知道说到底说海鲜从哪来的，他们怎么去捕鱼的？今天就给大家带来这样的一个。
Yeah, there's a very strong, pungent, fishy smell in the air, and I think that both of us were going to be stinking of fish for about 10 days. So I hope that the viewers at home appreciate this, and I hope that you appreciate that it is not smell-o-vision as well, because it's a very strong smell.
And is 4:06 o'clock in the morning, and this fishing port called the Sanya Yazhou Central Fishing Port is busy as ever, as you can see around us. Fishermen and their family members and the workers that they hire are trying to unload fish onto this go-kart in order to take to the market to be sold.
Yeah. It's 4 a.m. and I haven't slept yet. I decided to stay up, and I was thinking that. So then, if I stayed up technically, I wouldn't have to wake up early. So I was thinking outside the box, but I think it might have backfired because now my brain is malfunctioning because of lack of sleep.
Well, I typically function very well at this hour as a TV person, but first of all, allow us to introduce our guest, Mr. Mai Tufeng, who's the coordinator here at the Yazhou Central Fishing Port. 你好，麦大哥，谢谢你参与我们的直播节目。Thank you for joining our show, Tides of Change. So just walk us around this port. I mean, this is something that I've never seen before. It's such a scene of hustle and bustle. Tell us what they're doing. 给我们介绍一下，现在我们看到的这些工作人员，他们都在干些什么？
他们正在准备洗鱼，因为我们中心渔港呢，它是以晚上为主的，它主要是以晚上洗鱼为主。他们把打捞上来的鱼呢，洗到那个市场里面卖。
So 洗鱼 is 洗鱼 you know that is fish, right? And 洗鱼, the literal translation is basically washing the fish. But that's just a literal translation. It's not like you wash the fish technically with water.
Okay.
It's basically, sorting out the fish stock according to the different species and put them in different containers, as we can see right here.
Yeah.
And then put them on a go-kart and transport to the fish market, which is not far away from us, which we're going to be checking out later in the program.
Yeah.
And we have boats after boats in front of us.
Yeah, there's so many boats here, and I think they've just came back after weeks of being out at sea, and they just unloaded all of their fishing haul that they caught at sea here.
So we're seeing some boats. If we can get our cameraman to film in that direction. If we can see over there, we can see big boats with lights.
Yeah,
and those are the light boats. That's actually a fishing technique where you catch fish using light because they have a tendency to follow the light, right?
Yeah, they will come towards the light as if it's the sun. I don't actually know why they fish in these early hours, so maybe we can ask one of the fishermen why that is.
Yes, but we're also seeing these small wooden boats here in front of us. So I do want to ask our guest, Mr. Mai, how many boats are parked out here? 这个码头首先它能够停多少艘船？然后是今晚我们大概有多少艘船？
今晚大概洗鱼的船的话，应该有60多艘，应该有68到70艘左右吧。
So that's around 68 to 70 actually. So we talk about if there's a full capacity, at least 130. So this port actually can accommodate more than 100 ships.
这个渔港能停就总共能停多少艘船？
如果是包上那个港石外面的话
So if you ask about the extreme weather,
800艘左右。
Wow.
800艘左右。
800 It's as high as 800 ships.
The capacity to accommodate 800 boats or around that number.
Oh, 800 boats.
You know, if the weather's not good.
Oh, okay.
Good enough for these boats to
today
go out.
they've all just come in. Today, how many have come? Like just
Today it's about 60 or so.
60 boats have come.
Right. But on average, 120 to 130 a night.
Oh, right. And how long have they been out for, the boats that have just come back this morning?
Let's ask Mr. Mai.
Mr. Mai.
麦大哥，我同事 Jason 啊，他想问一下，就是说我们现在看到的这些船，他们是出海了多久过后回到这个港湾的？
最少的话1个礼拜要7天左右。
7天左右。
对对对。
So at least like 7 days. So normally 1 week.
Oh, okay. Wow, they've been living in those small quarters inside the ship.
Right. Right. So if we could actually go on board one of those boats to
that would be
check
good
out
to see the authentic fishing ships inside there.
Yes.
Inside the living quarters there.
So I was hoping to chat with the owner of this boat and his wife, but they told me that they came back to the port quite late because the tides were against them.
Okay, and they're sleeping.
They're not sleeping. They do want to get to the market.
Oh, right, at the market.
When the buyers are still there.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess we can just head in the boats and.
I guess we can go check it out if there's Well, Mr. Mai is with us anyways,
Oh yeah, he
right?
can guide us through.
麦大哥，这个船主已经去市场了，所以说只能请您带我们在船上看看了。
可以。阿哥啊，这艘是你的还是那艘是你的？是吧？那我们带着去看一下啊。好的，谢谢啊。
So shall we
小心点啊。
get inside of the boat? So the man just there.
小心，因为他刚刚洗完衣服后。
劳动了半辈子才有这么几条船呢。
什么？
我说劳动了半辈子。
他是说干了半辈子，也是他是唯一的财产。
So it's really, really hard, and you look at it, this is the only asset. So the hard work paid back. Right now, he had this boat.
Wow, that's a lot of hard work to be able to afford this boat. Right, so we're heading inside now. We're going to see what it's like inside an authentic Chinese
麦大哥 I'm gonna need your help.
fishing ship.
拉我
I
下
don't
去
need
一
any
下。
help. I can just jump down.
I think our cameraman is gonna need a little bit help getting onto this boat,
来
holding the camera in one hand,
小心。对。
and our light guy, and finally our audio guy. Just to see with all this heavy duty equipment.
He's running away.
He's running away from us. Come back. The show's not over yet.
Where's he going? He's coming back.
He's trying to.
He's coming back.
Do you want me to hold the
Let's
pole
head
for
deep
you?
inside. Let's
我
head
帮你
inside
拿着
this
这个好吗
authentic fishing vessel.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay,
just
so
look at
I
this
think
place.
this ship is probably too small to accommodate us all, so the audio guy has opted to stay on the dock because we don't need the boom mic right now, right?
Wow, look at this. I mean, you can see this is the bed. I guess you can call this a bed with absolutely no mattress or anything. Could I actually even fit in there? Should I try and
这里面躺得下一个人吗？
可以。
lay inside?
这两边这个是通着的。
You take my shoes off first.
这个是它是有隔开。
Oh, can I just say that Jason bought these slippers for this live stream because he knew that this was going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw these away afterwards because they already stink already.
But he made a bad mistake that
I bought the wrong pair.
soles.
They seem to absorb water upwards. I can't even hold on.
And just by the way, we have a long drive from this port to a place called Wenchang, a 3-hour drive, and we're gonna be sitting on the same bus with Jason's slippers, which absorb
Yeah, it's gonna
water.
smell. It's not that bad. I can't put my legs straight. So I guess there's a fan here as well. So you have it's quite cool actually. It's just just laying on solid wood.
Can you?
It's quite
Can
cozy.
you turn? Can you flip?
There's a I guess it's not that.
Don't fall asleep.
It's not that comfortable. Yeah, I am actually quite tired. I haven't slept, so maybe I can just sleep here for a while, and you can just carry on with the live stream.
Well,
No, I'm coming out.
I'm probably not supposed to do this during a live stream, live show. But Jason, I just can't resist the temptation of taking
having a sleep here. Okay,
Maybe we'll just leave you here after the live stream.
It's actually quite cozy, not that comfortable. I can't imagine, sleeping here for like 7 days. How like?
It's gotta be quite
Okay, let me,
hot inside. You said there's a fan.
I step on this.
So this is something that they transport the fish with. So the containers that we just saw at the top of the show, they basically just put them on this, what do you call it, this iron?
Like a track.
Like a,
You slide
yes.
along the track.
Yes. So for the bigger belt, there's typically a conveyor belt. But for the smaller boats, I guess manual labor is enough to.
You have to watch your head here. It's really cool.
麦大哥，像这样一艘船上，通常除了船长以外，还会有多少个工人？
最少有5个，最少5个。
再加上5个工人。
So besides captains, and there will be around 5 people working on this ship.
Typically all male, because it is hard work, because we can see the nets right here.
Yeah, it's a very physically demanding job being a fisherman. So usually it's all the male crew on the ships, and their wives will be the fishmongers for when they come back to sell their fish. And
Jason, come check this out.
wow,
This
what's
is an eel. Can I touch it?
Oh my
会
god.
咬人吗？
要
要咬人的吗？
Oh, it bites.
Oh, it bites.
要。
你这个放进去的是什么，大哥？
啊，
你这个放进去的是什
加
么？氧
那个
气
氧气。
，oxygen。
Oxygen.
啊，我不知道鳗鱼是这样的。I've never seen a live eel before. Have you?
Actually, I saw one in the supermarket.
叫船尾晒的那个，船尾晒的那个是大的。
So this one actually bites.
This one actually bites.
Oh, okay.
有毒吗? Is it
它没
poisonous?
毒，但是咬了会撕烂你的肉。
And
会
it's
撕
not.
烂你的肉。It's gonna tear your flesh
Oh
apart.
wow! And it's not an electric eel.
你把它和一个螃蟹放在一个筐里面，它们两个 we have a crab. Right?
That's its meal. The crab is its meal.
因为它
Or?
主食不是螃蟹，是鱼，
它主食不是螃蟹，但是它也吃螃蟹，
不吃螃蟹。
不吃螃蟹。
So
So it
what?
doesn't eat crabs.
Crabs
It
just
eats
for like
smaller
company.
fish. They're roommates.
Yeah. Oh, they're taking the water out. Wow.
为什么要把这个水给抽出去？现在？你现在
现在那水是养那个螃蟹啊、皮皮蟹啊、蟹啊之类的，就是活鲜。然后现在收走了嘛，收购商收走了。
那你就给它留这么一点水。他想摸它一下。
没事，但是你不要摸它。
So right now we are getting the water out because the water basically for the shrimps and other fishes, not really for the sea eel. So because we already transport all the other shrimps, so they do not need that much water.
It's scary because it looks like a snake.
Yeah. It looks like an alien.
大哥，你这一趟出海了多少天啊？
The crab here.
大概5到1个礼拜，5天到1个礼拜。
5天到1个礼拜。So they just came back from a 7-day trip
7
out
days
into
at
the
sea.
ocean.
How does
我们
it?
这个流刺网是1个月有2次流水，
1个月有2次流水。就流水是个什么概念？
就是潮汐、
就是潮
涨潮
汐。、
退潮。
So they have
最大
to.
潮。
They go out twice a month when the tides are in their favor.
And how does it feel to finally be like back on land.
他说你回来陆地上的感觉怎么样？
回陆地吗？习惯了，13岁就开始出海，到现在一直坚持到现在。
Started this when he was 13 years old.
Oh, 13 years since 13 years old.
Yes.
在我小时候记得，小时候我的记忆是回到港里面的第一感觉就是哎爽极了。
So in my early memory.
It's like when you come home for the Chinese Spring Festival or, Christmas, which is the Western equivalent.
Finally home and with the family.
Yes, yes.
但是现在没有这种感觉。
13岁的时候还是个小孩子呢，那个时候有那么大的力气拉网什么的吗？
没，拉不了重活的，就干轻活的。
轻活有哪些呢？
轻活就好像捡鱼啊、捞鱼啊，什么之类的，鱼掉了就拿那个捞来捞。
So when he was 13 years old, he didn't have enough strength to pull the net.
Oh, right, yeah, it's quite heavy.
So he just did some odd jobs on the boats.
Like a hand.
现在这些重活都是您自己干了？
现在不干了。
现在也不干，雇人干。
就是雇人了，然后我们只管理后卫，哪些他们干不了的我们就干哪些，因为我们出久了嘛，已经就是熟悉什么什么之类的，就是有一些干不来的啊，还是有一些难度的，我们就去做哪一些。因为我们是有经验的人了嘛。
So now they're very experienced, so they don't do the heavy work anymore either because they can hire other people to do the work.
And so he's the captain of this.
He's the captain of this ship, also the owner of the ship.
So is it true that, like, if something, like, God forbid, something happens with this ship, is it true that the captain must be the last one to leave the ship?
他说，如果在非常不幸的情况下啊，就是这个船发生了一些意外，是不是像人们说的那样，船长应该是最后一个离开这个船的人？
应该船长是最熟悉这船上的基本哪些，就好像他的救生筏啊，他的安全措施啊，基本上都是船长最熟悉的。应该这么说，也是最后一个离开的，也就是船长吧，因为他们大半辈子干活，就是为了生活。
Actually, you're right. The captain actually should be the last one to leave the boat. Because we work half of our life for this boat. That's everything we have, this fishing vessel. So this is the only asset. So for captain, it's try everything he can to save the vessel. So it's try his own efforts to fix the boat.
On this ship, right? So whatever bad happens, he knows how to handle the situation the best.
Oh, yeah.
So that's for one. And then also, like he said before, he told us before, he worked half of his lifetime in order to buy this boat. This is basically his life. If anything bad happens, he wouldn't just ditch this boat and go. He would be.
So he would
salvage.
He would go down with the ship?
Well, he would salvage whatever he can.
Try his best
yes.
just to save the
yes.
ship. Oh, okay, yeah.
大哥，你给我们看一下你这个渔网吧。刚才我们在那个门口认识的那个女孩是你老婆？
对。
So the girl that we just chatted with was his wife.
Oh, his wife.
Yes.
Okay.
And she just told me something interesting about these nets. I do want to ask him about this.
Oh, okay.
你说这个是叫流织网？流刺网。它的特点是什么？
特点就是有流水才能抓鱼。
有流水才能抓鱼。
对，只有涨潮或者退潮的这段时间才能抓到鱼，不然的话，它小潮就抓不到鱼。
So you can only use this kind of net during
environmentally friendly.
Yes. So these are hand woven.
Oh, right.
And you can only use them during big tides. So small tides, you wouldn't be able to catch the baby fish. I think that's one of the measures that these fishermen are using to protect the fish stock in the South China Sea.
Protect the fish population.
Right.
Okay. And when he's away at sea, does he miss his wife?
他说想问问您，出海的时候想不想老婆？
有时候不幸的话就想咯。
有时候什么不幸的话就想。
就比如抓不到鱼啊，或者是有一些 不顺利的事啊，就这些。
When he can't catch fish, he misses his wife.
Oh, when he can't catch fish.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So when he does catch fish, and
so when the odds are against him, he misses his wife.
Oh, right.
If
so
things are all going
good,
smoothly,
then
he enjoys the tides, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you have children? 有孩子吗？
我吗？当然有啊。
几个啊
？2个。
2 children.
And eventually, does he see them coming to work on this ship?
你会希望孩子们来这个船上？
当然不会，只有。真的，很多人不是出海人，根本体会不到生活的苦，海上的苦。
If you're not a fisherman, you're not gonna get the misery of a life on the ocean.
也说不明白这种感觉。
He's not able to put it to words right now.
Okay.
But
doesn't want his.
It's a life that only his people can understand.
He wants a different life for his son.
那您没想过要出去打工啊，进行别的工作吗？Have you ever thought about going out?
我们13岁出来的时候就是小学文化，现在有那么多活干吗？是不是只能做苦力活
？So he only got elementary school education, so he can only do the tough manual jobs.
Hard physical labor.
Yes.
It's a very tough job.
But it's got its glamorous side, right? I mean, the freedom. Being able to go out into the sea， 但是也有它好的一面嘛。就比如说你很自由，没有人可以管你，有没有这方面？
不是这样想的。
不是这样的。No, not at all.
It's not free at all.
No, it's not what people imagine.
Oh, right.
I guess. I hope they at least get to make a lot of money. At least, I guess. I don't know. I mean.
I would hope so.
那大哥，能不能再带着我们看看船上的生活，在哪儿做饭呀，在哪儿上厕所呀这些？
做饭在那里。
We're gonna go check out the kitchen and the bathroom.
Okay, let's go take a look.
哎，什么时候有的 ？There's a seashell.
做饭这里，因为
Yeah, I guess it's pretty terrible, right, Jason? I mean, the nausea.
Yeah, especially when the boat's going to be rocking up and down, and you're trying to cook on. I mean, this is the entire kitchen area. This is all you've got.
The boat that we just went on actually had a ventilation system, and this one doesn't even have a ventilation system. So the smell.
Yeah, it is. It's quite small. We've only been on the boat for like 30 minutes, and my back is already aching.
Yeah, because you can't stand straight.
Bending over. I don't know how these guys do it. And
there's a cockroach.
There's a cockroach there.
I'm not sure if that's even a cockroach because it's huge. We're seeing, chopsticks right here. Bowls.
It must be. It's a tough life.
It's a tough life indeed.
Fisherman. Appreciate the fish that's on your plate in the restaurant.
Don't waste any of the fish.
Yeah, don't waste food.
So. You want to go? You want to go up now?
Yeah, let's head off the boat.
When we visit the fish market, maybe we'll see this captain's wife again.
Oh, we'll see his wife again.
Yes.
Okay.
那我们上去啊，麦大哥。
先上，然后我先上。
好。So Mr. Mike's gonna go up first, so that he can give me a hand.
I will just climb up.
好，谢谢麦大哥。Do you need a hand?
Cameraman.
来，对。
大哥，谢谢啦。
大哥，谢谢了。
Thank you.
还有料，你们要就拿。
啊。
我说手机上还有海上的生活。
手机上还有。
对，他的图片。
He has photos on his phone if we want to look.
Okay.
我们去市场找你老婆了。
去吧。
So we're going to the market to find the captain's wife.
Oh, his wife.
Yes.
Okay, and see what she has for sale.
Yes.
See their fishing haul, everything that they brought in for the past 7 days. Let's go and take a look at all these lovely fish. Which way is it? I seem to be lost. Which way is to the fish market? Does anyone know?
已经在直播着呢。
If anyone knows, leave it in the live chat. And tell me which way to go, left or right.
Did you realize I just disappeared?
Oh yeah, I was lost.
I was trying to get our next guest. Mr. Liu Tong,
你好。
who's the operations manager here at the port.
OK。
刘彤老师，您好，欢迎您参加我们的直播。Thank you for joining the show. Operations manager of the Yazhou Central Fishing Port. So, the deal is we're gonna slowly walk to the fish market right now to check out what's happening there at 4:30 in the morning. 所以现在4点半，我们现在刚刚参观完这个艘船，我们就想慢慢的往那个市场那边走，然后一路跟您聊一聊。
好的。
好，麦大哥也加入我们。
好，谢谢，辛苦了。
刘老师给我们介绍一下咱们这个渔港啊，因为那个我同事 Jason 他也去过东京的有一个鱼市，然后来到这里呢，也是我们第一次看到一个这么壮观的一个渔场，感觉，就觉得它有没有可能说在未来的时候，它的功能不仅仅是一个渔港，而是可能是能够供这个本地的、外地的，甚至外国的老百姓参观的这么一个。
So we would like to know that this is not just a fish market, that maybe also could be a tourist place.
Yeah, like there's one in Tokyo, and lots of tourists come in like very early in the morning to see what's happening in the hustle and bustle of this kind of markets. And I think this one here could be very similar to that in the coming years. Yeah.
有没有可能变成像东京的那个驻地渔港那样的？
这个完全有可能。是这样。
So it's very much possible actually. So let me introduce briefly about this market. This is the Yazhou Fishing Market. Actually, a positioning of this market actually is a national level. So we look at the scale, also the investment.
那么在海南呢，目前是最大的一个。
Actually, it's ranked
所以呢，本身在建设
the top in Hainan and also one of the larger projects in China among the other 65 projects. So at the very first, we would like to first fulfill the development of the local fishing in development and also for the southern part of China. So that's the first positioning of this fishing market.
信心，还有这个目标呢，是把这个。
And we also will see every confidence and reason to believe that this fishing market, Yazhou Central Fishing Market, can shoulder more roles in terms of internationalization or globalization. So we talk about the fish trading. We not only trade with the local buyers, and also would like to see more buyers from other places, even from the other countries. I believe throughout the whole journey, we have a lot of opportunity to expand the size of the cake. And also we look at that for our company, we're not just like a property management company. We also would like to expand the role of our function. Before, for us, it's more like the name, like a property management. It's more like for the whole construction sort of the management. But right now, we put more focus on how to operate. It's more on the management perspective. So we like to have a better management because right now we look at everything actually quite well built. So right now we focus on how we can better like commercialize the cutting edge technologies so that the technology can further empower development of the whole fishing market, this fishing port. So we have the plans have already in place. And we talk about Hainan, especially Sanya, it's really the destination for a lot of tourists. So we talk about in this nature, we would like to think about anything we can do as a fishing port plus tourism. Because like a fishing port is already have that highlights in its name. So that's how we can better leverage that fishing feature to attract more tourists. So we talk about that you can see that the fishing activities, you can see that all these fishing boats, fishing ships, and also can enjoy so fresh fishes. So and also can really let people know how those fishes come from. And also we have this quite nice story to tell. And also we have the other like supporting facilities. Actually, I can tell it's so different experience if you come here. So you talk about, mention the name that the Tsukuji Tokyo. That's a really good example in the whole industry. I believe that a lot of things for us to learn from. Last May, the provincial government actually also had a blueprint in further develop the fishing port. And for us, we also included in that project initiative. I believe that with the arduous work, we hope that we also can help to upgrade and transform the traditional fishing industry and also help the local fishermen. And we also have a place already that's designated for the fishing activities or the fishing interaction. Actually, we would like to see more the interaction activities and also the other like tourist featured initiatives could be launched here. So we talk about like provide a lot of quite rich experience for our tourists. You can enjoy the food, you can enjoy that experience of fishing. And let me give you some like spoiler. And we're also working on some tax-free shopping center. So we already had a place for selling that the tax-free products, because right now Sanya also have, and especially Hainan actually is one of the destination for tax-free products. I believe that also can introduce that part to this port. I believe that also can work together with the whole initiative in Sanya to upgrade the consumption. I believe this is also our direction going forward. So actually you can see we're putting a lot of different activities to enrich the whole experience here. It's not only focus on the fishing function. So for the local people, for tourists, we hope we can bring a lot of benefits
Jason, just to keep you in the
to the
loop
people.
very briefly. So they're trying to learn from the fish market in Tokyo, and they're trying to upgrade. They're trying to develop tourism as well as food processing, like seafood processing. And then once the tourists are coming, they do want them to be able to, see where the food comes from, be able to be part of that, and then be able to taste the food. So it's going to be an all-around kind of immersive experience for the visitors.
You can see where it's coming in on the dock, and then you can taste it.
Yes.
All right.
So all these plans are definitely in the bag. But I do want to ask you, Mr. Liu, in order to achieve that, there's something that's quite indispensable. That's the fish in the sea, right?
Yeah.
You have to protect those. I mean, just to give our audience a sense of how important the South China Sea is, 16.6 million tons of fish come from the South China Sea annually. That accounts for about 12% of the entire world's fish catch.
Oh, wow.
So quite important waterway. But the fish stock in the South China Sea is actually dwindling because of overfishing. That's a very big part of the reason why the fish stock in the sea is kind of decreasing. Overfishing is the biggest contributor. And how do we prevent that from further happening? 我们这个就是这个过度捕鱼的这个，因为我们说了，就是南海当中的鱼的种类是很多的，产量也是很高的，但是南海里边的鱼正在减少。我们怎么样？您刚才说那些都非常好，那个蓝图非常美好。但是如果说我们要达到那么就是看到那么一天的话，我们首先要保障的就是我们的资源还在，对吧？
其实呢，应该说是近海的渔业资源，尤其捕捞资源是逐年下降，
Indeed, actually, we talk about that the inshore fishing actually all reach that consensus that we have that less available fish to catch. So we need to think about how we can maintain a healthy and sustainable development of fishing industry. So actually, we also work with other departments to find the possible way out, and we also actually have a plan in place, and we also have action plans already laid out. So for our actual hands-on work, first we focus on the existing fishing ships. So we not only provide service to the fishermen, and we also let them know the policies or initiatives. Actually, for us, we need to let the fishermen know what kind of measures we have to help the biodiversity, to help.
您说的品种不合适指的是？
有些过度捕捞的话呢。
The variety of the fishes in South China Sea. We talk about overfishing.
还没长大的时候。
We look at actually if that's really the small fishes or small shrimp, then that's not really suitable for fish catching. So we also should let the fishermen know that what kind of the fish or shrimps are good to catch. And we also want find the problems. So we also actually work with different departments. We work together for the law enforcement part of the work, and also we talk about the communication with the fishermen. That's my colleague. Actually, we have people work 24/7, and for the trading, for the parking at the port, actually look at a lot of things. Actually, it's all our day-to-day work. So we work quite closely with the local fishermen. And we also work on two things. For inshore, we focus on the security and law enforcement work, and also for the anything that's not environmental friendly, we will also educate the people for stop that initiative or stop selling the things not good to the environment, to the ecological conservation. And we also have the other plans for the further healthy development. So we would like to use the resources in a smarter way, and also should keep everything in a dynamic manner, especially for our management.
这也是这个方案的一部分，保护方案的一部分。
And also have that closed fishing season, right? So that the closed fishing season actually also for the purpose of protecting the variety of fishes in the South China Sea. So it was started May 1st. So right now it's the April 11th.
Be a fishing ban starting on May
so
1st.
just in 3 weeks.
April 11th. So
Alright, and you can't fish for 3 months?
大概3个月的时间进入。3个半月。3个半月。
3.5 months. Oh, okay.
这个休渔期实际上根据我们这个渔业情况发展变化，它也做了一些。
So during that fishing ban.
休渔期是延长，已经延长到3个半月。
是在延长的。
It's already extended to 3.5 months.
Getting a longer ban
Yes, longer,
to stop the
period when you can't fish
overfishing,
in the
so the
ocean.
fish population can recover. Oh, okay.
时间上来说，也是保证这个渔业，包括他们这些渔获，他们有一个合理的自然。
So for that, the fishing ban, we want to also give a reasonable time for the small fishes to grow up, right? For the fishermen.
但是我刚才也提到了，我们通过引导他们往休闲渔业走啊，往这个深海走啊。
And we also actually get them to other industries to conduct other activities, so they can have other things to do. So it's not just rely one and a single fishing.
It's very good to hear Mr. Liu say that all of these measures are being taken to protect the fish in the ocean, because I think depending on whether you're a pessimistic or a rather conservative estimator, the fish stock in the South China Sea is only about 5 to 30% of their levels back in the 1950s. So if measures are being taken, they need to be taken fast. So thank you so much again, Mr. Liu, for joining the show. 谢谢您，谢谢您。刘经理。
谢谢。
好 ，Thank you， 谢谢。
好。
Okay, so
I guess now.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at this place. It's hustling and bustling.
Oh gosh!
I feel like we've come to a completely
when I came here last time, it wasn't so busy. I wasn't expecting this. So let me bring in our guest, Mr. Mai Tufeng, again to sort of help us make sense of all of this. 麦大哥，我们那天来的时候不是这么热闹的，这今天一下子好热。
你那天来的是清明节嘛？因为好多船长要回家过那个清明。
So the other day we came here to check out this spot was during the Tomb Sweeping Festival. So people.
So it's Chinese holiday.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
It's busy everywhere.
And our crew, our cameraman, or our audio guy are walking backwards. So it's going to be quite tough for them. So excuse us if the footage gets a little shaky or something.
We're deep in a fish market here. What's that? You can see that is 60, 90. Is that 90 jing?
90 kilograms.
Oh, kilograms. Wow.
这是什么鱼啊，麦大哥？
啊？
这个是什么鱼？
这种叫白红山。
If anyone knows what fish this is, then maybe...
Is this one? Is this the fish that you held for the poster shot?
Oh,
This
is
is
that
probably
the
the one that you held. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was asking Mr. Mai what this fish is, but I wasn't even able to get the Chinese name of the fish.
Then we have some squid.
This is
Is that squid?
I think so. 鱿鱼哈。对。那个呢？那个是金枪鱼吗？
哪个？
那个是
不是。
那个不是啊。I need to brush up on my fish knowledge. I have no idea what these are.
Yeah, I
Squid. Some type of fish. And then that's crabs.
Crabs.
That's all I know. 这个是什么鱼？
墨鱼。
墨鱼。天哪 I was hoping to find that captain's wife. I don't think we're going to.
It looks like something from another planet.
So now not only your shoes are gonna smell, your hands are gonna smell too.
Can I smell that?
Try not to sit next to me on the bus to Wenchang. 哇，这个麦大哥，这个鱼好大，这是什么鱼
Can I pick this up?
I guess.
Oh, she's taking it. She's guarding
What I discovered about.
Wow, this is fish everywhere.
What I discovered about this place is that people don't tend to be very friendly because they're very busy.
They're busy trying to sell the fish, I guess.
麦大哥，我们看到这边这个市场里面啊，基本上都是女人哦。
因为他们是老公呢在去船上去海里面抓鱼，女人呢只负责卖。
哎呀，那也是一个长期分居的这么一个 so it's a life of separation for the husband and the wife.
Wow, look at
分居1个礼拜吧。
这是什么鱼？这是什么鱼？ What fish is this? Oh my god! Oh my god! You could work out with this one. It's so heavy. Look at the size of that.
Can you hold it with one hand? Is it too slippery?
It's not actually that
The
slippery.
scale still on it.
Fishy hand sound.
I have a present for you.
A present.
It's your
One
souvenir from the fish market.
one singular scale.
麦大哥啊，
Who wants
你
to, like,
天天跟这
touch
些渔
my
民
hands
和
now?
他们的家庭打交道，
I'll just go like this.
你觉得这是一个什么样的生活啊？
说实在的，我没有来到中心渔港之前呢，我真的没有体会到那个
没有体会到，
真的没有体会到那个打鱼那种很辛苦。自从跟他们自从跟他们接触之后自从跟他们
honking their horn.
Yeah, my ears are getting blasted.
Wow, look at this fish.
Whoa, is that swordfish? Oh, the cameraman missed it. Whoa, look how sharp.
Everybody's shouting on the top of their lungs.
像不像龙呢？
这个是什么鱼？
我们
Like a little
他们
dagger.
在船上的人把它称为那种
Imagine that, just like
什么鱼？
龙鱼，
swimming
龙
along.
鱼 ，dragon fish。
它像一条龙一
Dragon
样，
fish.
它很大的，有时候有这么大的也有，有这么长，这么长1米左右吧。
哦，这个可以长到1米。So this can grow to about 1 meter long.
1 meter. Wow, whoa, what are these? Can I touch? Whoa. Now that just looks something like straight out of a. Can I touch this? Oh my god, it's so slimy.
I think we're in everybody's way.
We're in the way.
好像挡了所有人的路。
Oh my
但
god.
是 Jason 真的是对各种鱼产生了非常浓厚的兴趣。
Oh my god.
Jason, you're very interested about all his
Look at
comments.
this. Huh? It looks like, you know, in the Alien movie, the one that jumps on your face, the face hugger. Put it on face. Yeah, yeah. Put it on my face. Yeah. No way. Oh my god, just look at that. Whoa, this is insane. Just so many fish.
I also want to read out some of the social media comments.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people said hello to you.
Saying hello to me. Good
Hi,
question.
Jason. Good early morning.
Oh, good morning. What's that say?
Say,
If I come to Sanya, I would definitely try all the fresh local seafood and bring them to the local restaurants to prepare and enjoy. Yes.
that's probably the best way, the freshest way.
Yeah, this is literally, you can't get any fresher than this. It was literally just swimming in the sea like 5
But I was
minutes
just
ago.
asking Mr. Mai what he thinks of a life as a fisherman, or living in a fisherman's family, being the wife or other family members of a fisherman.
Yeah, I actually know that. So you have the fisherman, he goes out to sea, and then usually they have their wife.
That's why we're seeing
the wives
largely women
who are selling the fish. They are the fishmonger. Well, that's what you call it in British English anyway, it's a fishmonger. But actually, if you are a female fishmonger, you can also be called a fishwife. So we're surrounded by many fishwives here.
And Mr. Miles just telling us how he felt about alive on the ocean. 麦大哥，您刚才还在给我们讲说您对做一个渔民这种出海打鱼的生活的一种理解。
对，因为在海上还有海上的生活和陆地的生活基本上是不一样的，因为它有很大的风险，而且呢那个潮水大的时候啊会把你震晕的，而且呢它那个我记得我有一次出海过，
你出过一次海，
把那个肚子里面那个胆水真吐出。
So I can tell you the life actually on the sea is really tough. I cannot really express in words, but I can tell it's not really comfortable, and also when you enjoy that very nice dishes, please always appreciate the hard work of the old fisherman.
He said he went out into the sea for once, and then he basically vomited his gut out.
Oh, seasick. They can't handle
He
the
got
sea.
really seasick. So he said, it's a very tough life being a fisherman, and we should really appreciate
Yes,
the seafood that we have.
yeah, the fish that appears on your plate in the restaurant
Yes,
has a very
yes.
long journey to get there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. Look at this prawn here. Look at the size of this prawn. I think that's the biggest prawn I've ever seen in my life.
我们把它称为那个绿皮虾。
绿皮虾。
对。
The locals call it green skin shrimp.
Green skin. I think it's longer than her face.
You want what? You want what? No.
It's big.
It's almost as big as our face.
Big.
所以这边都是批发的是吧？
对。
Wholesale. This is a wholesale market. Wow.
Oh, my ears.
着急嘛，别着急，一个一个来嘛。
Whoa, we're in the way.
My throat is getting itchy from shouting too much. So I think we got the gist of this market. Should we just go out?
Yeah.
那我们就慢慢往外走吧，麦大哥。这边说话，我觉得观众也听不清。
对。
I don't think the audience will be able to hear us over all of this. Anyway. 麦大哥，这个冰对他们来说是很重要的，是吧？
对，因为它可以洗到保鲜嘛，可以洗到保鲜的。
Oh, you have that.
We have the
What
ice.
is that?
这是马椒。
Ice.
马椒。
这是什么鱼？
马椒。对，这是马椒鱼。
这个是运到哪里去的？
哪来卖的？
运到哪里去的？
拿这卖的。
卖到哪里？你知道吗？卖到国外啊 They said they're selling this fish abroad, but I think it's perhaps just a joke.
叫豚鱼，这个鱼有毒的。
这个是不是能鼓起来的那种？
对，也叫它气泡鱼。
This is the type that inflates.
Like the puffer fish.
Puffer fish. Exactly.
Is this the poisonous one?
这个是有毒的那种吗？
对。
Oh, this is the poisonous one.
但是很好吃。
This is the poisonous one.
Mr. Mai said this tastes really good.
Yeah, but you have to be like really careful which part of the fish that you eat,
Yes,
right?
you have to take out certain organs, I think.
Okay, so this is. Whoa.
那东西别放这里面。
Oh, wait. Okay. Let's back away from the poisonous fish. Back away. This place is just hustling and bustling everywhere. There's people beeping. There's trucks. There's nowhere to go. I'm disoriented.
How do you feel about this, Jason?
I'm confused.
You're confused about
everything. There's too many fish. There's too many fish for one day.
这个是大一点的河豚。
对。
These are the big ones.
这呢？
Wow, that is massive.
Why don't you grab a big one?
Is that the same one?
Yes.
The poisonous one. Whoa, look at this.
Is it heavy? How much would you say it weighs? I think it weighs more than my head.
That is massive. This is the poisonous one?
Yes. Same one.
Where exactly does the poison come out from?
他说那个看的是哪个器官是有毒的。
对，因为好多人都不敢吃这种。
好多人不敢吃。A lot of people don't dare eating this.
那这种鱼拿来炖啊，拿来炖那个猪脚啊，炖别的东西很好吃。
炖什么？炖猪脚？
也可以。
啊。
你可以把它晒干，拿来晒干。
You can boil this with pig feed, or you can sun dry it. Different ways of eating it.
Oh, different ways of eating it.
Feels weird to have this eye staring right at you.
That's weird. It's heavy. How heavy is this? Like roughly? How heavy is this? Like?
你觉得这个大概有多少斤 I was gonna ask you. How much does it feel?
5斤多吧，5斤多。
About 2.5 kilograms.
Yeah. And how much would this cost? This fish?
这一条大概能卖到多少钱？
这种吗？这种应该几十块吧，它这种。
几十块啊？
对，因为它在批发的嘛。
Oh, so because this is a wholesale market, this is not going to be that expensive.
Oh, right, wholesale price.
Probably less than 100.
Oh, it has teeth as well. It has teeth.
对。
Look at the teeth.
像那个小孩子一样。
Wow. Okay, let's put it back.
Wow. Can I?
No. Should we get another like big one?
这样大鱼就比较贵一点。
Well, what's this fish
This
here?
is probably more expensive.
More
This is the
expensive.
one that we tried to check out on the dictionary on the way here.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what it's called.
Let's pick one up. Whoa. Oh, look at this.
这个是大鱼啊！
对。
That is
The one we buy in the supermarket.
Hold it together.
The one we buy in the supermarket is usually just a third of the size. 还有我们3个人一起拿着。
好的。
For a family photo?
yeah, photo.
Wow. Super
Screenshot.
slippery.
Yeah, it's cold. Just that's all the ice. Okay, put it down.
All right.
Wow.
送给我们了吗？送，
Oh, they give to us?
你确定吗？我们真的拿走了。They want to give it to us for
Oh,
free.
give us a free fish.
It's a souvenir, but
As a
then we
gift.
would. I think we better make to the exit.
Oh, okay,
now.
yeah,
Just-
let's
all right. Whoa. Somebody left a comment saying 渔民真不容易啊，这么早就开始上班了。
对。
Which means the fishermen have a quite tough life. They have to get to work at this early hour in the morning.
Yeah, very early in the morning.
Definitely
Yeah.
not for me. I'm not an early person.
Oh, what's this one?
这是什么鱼？
扒皮，
Whoa.
这种扒皮拿来
扒皮。
对，拿来搞火锅，
It's called
拿来煮新汤，很好吃的。
Barbie. Whoa, look at the
and
teeth.
it's for hot pots.
Look at the teeth at the front.
Hold it.
那你全都认识了这些鱼了，麦大哥。
也不一定啊，也不一定。
Very interesting.
走吧，麦哥。I feel like we're in everybody's way.
Yeah, we're getting in the way of them working.
So many dead fish here. 这些死鱼就是要扔掉了吗，麦哥？
没有，他们
这些不是要扔的。
对他们要分类，把那分类完之后
they're
呢，
sorting
也是
Oh,
买
sorting them out. Oh,
into
okay.
different boxes.
Different types of fish.
Yes.
Different fish categories.
麦哥，Where do they sell this to？他们这个东西是卖到一些什么样的地方？
有不同的地方，像我们比较近的地方是三亚，三亚海口啊，有时候呢拿到批发到北京、上海都有可能，不同全国各地都有。
Buyers from all over China would.
Okay. Okay.
这在全国应该都算一个大的了吧？
对。
One of the biggest ones in the country, right?
Is this tuna?
Wow.
可以摸吗？
可以。
我
可以摸哎。
它脆弱吗？
脆弱。
Is it fragile?
这是什么鱼？
你们到了。
包浆鱼。
30块钱太虚，30块钱摸一次。对呀，是不是？30块钱摸一只，这个能有多少斤
炮弹鱼。
？3斤多。
Whoa.
So about 1.5 kilos.
So this is
About 1.5 kilos.
what fish is
I'm a
this?
little bit disoriented. I don't
yeah.
even know where the camera is anymore.
If you love fish, then this is
大
fish
哥，
heaven.
这一条能卖多少钱？合下来
30块钱一条。
30块钱一条。They sell this for about 30 yuan, which is
30.
if you divide it by 7. I'm so terrible at
That's
math.
not. That's not
$4.
$4.
$4 for this fish.
So that's cheap, right?
That's really cheap.
Wow.
这都是你们今天带回来的，出海带回来的。你这次出海了多长时间？
大概是2天到3天。
2天到3天。He went out into the ocean for 2 to 3 days this time.
Okay, and he got all these fish. Wow, that's pretty good
这个
haul.
算怎么样？这个收成算怎么样？
收成的时候，能做得到多的有多呗，
这是什么鱼？
有少的有。
是养的？
算好吗？能保本吗？
啊？
能保本吗？这次？
相当。
有些还赢呢，有些要
抓到这种鱼就不保本了，这种鱼
便宜喽，大那个马鲛鱼，赢本喽。
他们这种船都是，他们这种船主要是抓马。
这种鱼会亏本喽，不够油钱喽。
不够油钱啊。Jason, he just told me that all of this aren't enough to cover his gas.
Oh, his gas costs.
So because these are all very cheap fish. If
So
he's
he needs
able
to
to
go out
get
and
larger, more expensive ones, then he's going to be able to make some profit. But this doesn't even cover the expenses.
What? So he's gonna have to go out again.
Yeah.
这都鱼不值钱了。
那马上又要出海喽。
啊，要是吃的不是饭了都不行。
哎，大哥，那马上就是5月1号就开始这个禁捕期了，你们怎么办呀？怎么生活呀？
那就红海了呗，那不是回老家了呗，那有红海。
回老家。
有没有那个政府补助？那怎么了？我这个
没有政府补助。So during the fishing ban, they're not gonna get any subsidies.
Yeah. So how does he survive during the ban?
He's going to go back to his hometown. 老家是哪里的？海南哪里？
到那边丹州那边的。
So he's from Hainan, but not from Sanya. So he's going to go back to his hometown. 那回老家了以后干什么呢？怎么挣钱呢？
那就打工呗。
打什么样的工呢？
干什么样的工还是这样？人家这小老板就干着干着。
He's going to go back to his hometown to pick up odd jobs. He doesn't know what the jobs are going to be.
Some other jobs to try and make ends meet.
Yes, just seeing what places are hiring, I guess.
Tough life. They have to make the sacrifice so that they don't overfish. Okay.
It's for the future and
Yeah.
for future generations. It's a sacrifice that's worth it.
Yeah, yeah.
Best way to make sense of all of that. 谢谢大哥，拜拜。
拜拜。
那我们就出去了，麦大哥。
好的。
So we're gonna. I'm kind of glad that we're gonna get out of this market right now. I mean, when I just came in, it's all exciting and all that. It's all wonderful.
Yeah,
but
it's a bit
it
hectic
gets a little bit
and
too
takes you
much.
back.
Yes, yes.
With all the beeping and noise and the fishiness.
But it is a wonderful scene. I mean, I like busy. I like people striving for a better life. I mean,
yeah, it's a very interesting experience to walk through this authentic kind of fish market.
Yes, yes. I do have a lingering craving, though. I heard there's a soup shop for all of the fishermen who have to get up so early.
Yeah, and they will have the fish porridge, right? Fish porridge?
I'm not sure what kind of
fish
dishes they have, but
okay, so we will try
I am
some.
eager to find out.
Okay, yeah, we could try some.
麦大哥，那下一站就带我们去吃早饭了。
好的，先看一下。平时呢，他如果是平时的话，他早点看。但是呢，我看一下啊，现在几点了
So I guess they're going to be eating.
也差不多
The fishermen, will they be eating fish every day? Do they ever get sick of eating fish?
他说这些渔民，他们是不是每顿都要吃海鲜？
也不一定。
不一定。
对，因为你吃多也厌嘛，是吗
？There's so many
You get
different
tired of the seafood.
Right. Yeah.
您上次麦大哥也跟我说过，就是这个出海的生活很just give you a look of my hand.
Yeah,
Let me check out your.
Look at mine. It's very fishy.
您上次说
I guess my hands are
出
gonna
海这
stink
个
for
被
a while.
海风啊吹啊什么的，其实也比较容易得病啊。风湿啊什么的。
对，因为他们经常在海上的话，身上都湿的，所以呢，他早年就是往年的话，他最怕的是得风湿。风湿最重要的。但是一般经常，因为海水呢，它也起到一个消毒的一个作用嘛，对，所以但是他们的体格呢， 从小就非常非常的好。
They have tough physique, but because they're soaked in water day in and day out, when they get older, it's very easy for them to get rheumatism.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's another thing.
Yeah, it's a very physically demanding job. But I guess they're able to get a lot of protein because they're always eating fish every day. So that's good.
So that's good. And also, seawater, because it has salt in it, it has disinfective functions. So it's supposed to be good for your health as well. But rheumatism is just the downside of it.
Oh, yeah.
麦大哥，那您以前是在刚才跟我聊天的时候，您说以前是在三亚做导游的。
哦，没有，我是在锦溪里面。
锦溪里面有一些讲解的工作吗？
有讲解在锦溪里面当了5年的讲解。
So he's been working as a tour guide for 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah,
all right.
A guide in tourist attractions in Sanya to explain things for visitors.
So hopefully this place will like develop more and more, and a bit more tourists coming here.
那您是怎么看待？就是我们三亚已经变成了一个很国际化的一个旅游胜地啊，但是另一方面它还有这种很原始的小渔村保留在这儿。So I did want to ask Mr. Mai how he feels about Sanya being this tropical paradise in southern China and the South China Sea, and on the other hand we have something that is traditional right in the middle of the city, international city.
Yeah.
您的感受是，就这种，它和这个城市的这种现代化、这种旅游大都市啊，它符合吗？
我们现在的城市发展的非常非常的快，对不对？但是呢，我们要保存我们海南当地的一些捕鱼的一些风格，还有一些传统的一些手艺是不能丢的，对不对？像现在的科技比较发达，而且渔船造的非常非常大。但是你想一下，经常就去海里面的话，就把那鱼全部抓完了。但是我们海南呢，有个特点是当地的一些乡村里面有那种小船。
So we talk about that. First of all, the fun tradition should be maintained.
钓鱼呀。
And we talk about that you can also go fishing or capture fishes, but first and foremost, do not harm the sea, harm the ocean, protect the environment, and also can make a living. So everything is good, but don't over it, and also keep the fine tradition as well.
But it's good to be able to keep something that's original.
Yeah, keep the traditional. Yeah.
So the wooden boats that we saw, your parents' generation would be fishing that way, right? 我们看到的那些小木船，你们父辈的捕鱼的方式可能就是
对，基本上也没有什么变化。
但是这些大船的话，就是会比较现代。
对，这艘大船比较现代一点，而且呢，它的捕捞方式。
So the wooden boat you just saw, actually, that's more or less the same way we also do it now. For the larger ones, the larger vessels, actually, we use that for more large-scale fishing.
I wanted to ask that too. 他们是为什么要这么早就开始进行这个渔获交易了？
因为呢，它是根据它那个潮水有关的。因为渔船出海的渔获量得多少呢？它跟它那个海上的潮水。
Quantity of fish catch actually depends on the tide. Some fishing vessel, like the one you just saw. So if they have the very big tide, that actually means you will capture more fishes. If there's no tide, which means it's really few fishes to be catched. So that is why you could see that people really work in the dark night, really early morning. In the afternoon, basically that's a time for all the fishing boats coming back and start to wash the fishes. And if the tide is not quite favorable, not helping, then the fishermen will take a rest for 1 or 2 days. Actually depends on the tide.
The handmade ones that we just saw on that boat, if the tides are not high enough, then you don't yield any catch. And the tides are usually bigger during the night.
Okay, so that's why they have to go so early.
Yes.
And we saw some of the boats with the massive like rig of light bulbs, and that is to attract the fish. What's that?
That's the light boats that we talked about. They attract fish using light because they tend to swim
towards the light.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to ask about this though. I know that they use this to transport ice.
Yeah, what is this like a strange like track?
这个我知道，麦大哥，这个是用来运输冰用的，
对的
上次告诉我的。但是它通常是就是它上面是有传送带吗？还是 is there a conveyor belt on it or something？
这个是我们的冰库，冰库里面。
So this is the storage. It's huge.
Huge storage.
Is it full of ice？ 这里面存的全都是冰吗？
对。还有那边也是有冰库的，它从那个冰库呢，从那边直接运过来，它那冰滑嘛，你一推过去的话，它很快就直接下来。
So this building would be full of ice. It's an ice storage.
它下面有个碎冰机嘛，把那冰打碎了。
That entire building is just for ice.
And there's an icebreaker. Do you call it an icebreaker?
Yeah, icebreaker.
Icebreaker. It's typically what you call like a ship in the Arctic.
Icebreaker. So this entire building is just for ice.
This entire building, as well as that one, are entirely for ice. Wow. And then they have machines which chop the ice into pieces up there.
So then they can store the fish once they come in.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
See, we're seeing someone literally washing the fish. But remember, when they say washing the fish, they actually mean kind of sorting them and transporting them out of the boat and into the market. So I had quite some difficulty wrapping my head around all these fishing terminologies.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a fish expert myself.
Do you at least like eating seafood?
I actually don't. No, I do like. I like prawns. Probably that's it, just prawns. And some fish, but I prefer to eat the fish without the bone, especially when they've got this tiny little sharp bones and they get stuck in your teeth. I'm not used to eating this kind of stuff. I'm usually just eating fish without the bone. Or maybe prawns are okay. And clams, I like clams. That's about it. That's about as far as my knowledge goes to when talking about seafood.
So no crabs. No crabs. Too much hassle.
Yeah, when you have a crab and it's like you have to. Yeah. Actually, I've never ate a crab.
It takes so much effort for so little meat.
Yeah, and you have to crack it open and then you get like a tiny little piece of like meat. Too much effort, I think.
I think this is a huge restaurant.
Oh, is this where it's?
麦大哥，这个是一个大的饭店
对，它这个是2楼，在2楼。我们这里对，我们这里是小摆楼。
这个员工食堂也在这儿是吗？
没，员工食堂在那边。这个是哪个？这个是海鲜加工，就是你。
Food processing. This is a food processing factory, but it's also a restaurant.
All right. So we will be trying some today.
Yes, and we're seeing ads from all these courier companies.
Yeah.
So I guess they ship the fresh seafood from here to all over the country, maybe even abroad. But I guess COVID-19 is affecting business to some extent as well. 疫情其实对这个生意还是有一定的
对，影响很大的。
是怎么主要是出口方面？
出口也会有，但是主要是客流量啊，因为疫情来嘛，所以好多人都不想出门。
外地老板
对，外地老板来啊，还有我们本地的也不是说别随便走动的，所以疫情影响是很大的。以前疫情没有的话，我们这里码头那个。
So COVID-19 actually is still a big blow to the fishing industry. It's not only for the export part. Also, like locally, actually before I had really big traffic, but right now it's a fewer traffic.
Affected business a lot.
Yeah.
I guess this is us. 我们是从这儿进去吗？
从那边嘛，它这里关门了。
啊，这里关门了，所以我们要从前面绕。
对，从前面绕一下嘛。
那通常白天的话，这里是个什么场景？
白天的话
What does the stock look like during the day?
白天的话，他们基本上都是补给的比较多。
补给的比较多。
对，因为他们要出海嘛，所以要白天的时候买一些那个生活用品啊，鱼肉啊，那个肉啊，肉类啊，还有蔬菜啊之类啊，还有加水加冰啊，直接补给完之后他们就出海。
So during the day, they typically stock up on the supplies, food, meat, and also ice.
And usually, what's his typical working hours? When would he like finish work, and when does he go to sleep at night?
他想问一下，就是像他们现在这种白天就是凌晨作业的这种，那通常几点钟他们能够得到一定的休息呢？比如说睡个觉啊。
像他们是，假如他们是下午的3、4点钟回来，他们会休息。休息到什么时候呢？休息到洗鱼的时候，啊，还有那是他们洗完鱼之后呢，他们会洗完澡之后休息了，休息到白天8点钟左右吧。
休息就比如说像市场卖完了以后，他们就可以休息了。
没有，他们那些是卖的，是他们有专人去卖的。他们只是说把那鱼卸完之后，
So we talk about the fishermen. Actually, they're not really in charge of selling nowadays because they're not a fishmonger. So for the captains and the workers, actually, if they come back.
Oh, okay. So they have a
before
small
they do
nap.
all this work.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then for the captain and all of his workers on the boat,
Yeah.
they finish the day once the fish are all unloaded. The rest is their wife's job.
Oh, right. Okay. And
So they
then
can finally-
typically they'll have like a few days off and then back out
Yes,
again.
yes.
Oh,
Maybe 2 to 3 days off and then back out.
Back out for another 7
Yes.
days or 2 weeks. Oh, okay.
Do they have signal on their cell phone at least? 他们出海的时候手机至少有信号吗？
有。
手机是
They
有
have
信号的。
5G.
They have
有
they have
5G
signal.
at
因为
sea.
对我们这里有北岛嘛，这里。
出到远海了也还会有信号吗？比如说大一点的船。
因为他们上面都是安装那个对北斗那个定位器那个他们有个小的北斗，有个卫星可以接受信号的。一般的话，微信的话，一般那个打电话的话，有时候也不也接收不到，但是你微信的话，它会有。
So the WeChat actually really works.
Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes you miss phone calls.
Even in the high sea.
这是白天。
Come through.
All
Your
right.
WeChat, which is a omnipresent.
Yeah, so you
chatting
kind of
app
like you're
in
out at
China.
sea and.
Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off.
Oh, yeah, it must be pretty difficult.
Wow, this looks cozy actually.
Yeah, so this is the restaurant. We will have some fish soup, right?
Do you know the owner, Mr. Mai? 你认识这个老板吗？
也可以吧。
帮我们跟他们打声招呼吧。还是，因为我们刚才过来的时候，when we came here, it was too early. They weren't open yet, so we didn't get a chance to say hi. So I was wondering if Mr. Mai can introduce us right now. 麦大哥帮我们就是跟老板沟通一下，介绍一下，因为我们刚才太早了，都没来得及在直播开始前跟老板打招呼。
好吧。老板娘啊，我们要麻烦你啊，我们等下想做一个配合我们做一些工作吧，好吗？好的，谢谢啊。
谢谢啊，大姐。
Someone just had a beer.
Someone just had a beer at 5:23 in the morning.
稀饭。
So I guess we just order and dive in.
Yeah.
I suppose. I'm starving. What about you? You haven't slept all night.
Yeah, I haven't slept, so I've got like, you know, when you've stayed up and then you start to get like really hungry. I guess yeah, let's order.
Mr. Mai's had a night shift too, so I bet he's hungry as well.
Yeah, we're the same.
你也饿了吧，麦大哥？上了一晚上的班了。
有
那我们点菜吧。我请客，今天我请客。
好的。
It's on me today.
Oh, it's on you. Oh,
It's
thank
on
you.
me.
Let's
菜
eat.
单是不是都没有菜单啊，麦大哥这儿？Do we even have a menu?
它这里
Because I think everybody already knows what to order.
以那个粉汤啊
Just one dish.
粉汤如果是你自己去市场里面，就刚刚我们去市场里面，买一些那个鱼啊或海鲜过来给它加工也可以。
哦，可以
但是呢
直接拿回来加工
对，但是它这里则是以那个像我们现在大哥吃的这个稀饭，因为海南人嘛，比较喜欢吃稀饭。
We could have bought seafood from the market and they can.
Here.
猪脚饭。
Should have bought a fish.
你经常在这儿吃早饭了没？
很少，因为我家在附近，而且我们这公司有食堂，都是食堂里面吃的。
Oh, my dad says he lives quite nearby, so he very rarely has breakfast here.
Oh, right.
那你帮我们点一个，你觉得我们应该尝一下的东西？
要不吃下海南的一些粉汤嘛？
好，
吃过没有？
粉汤 ，a local specialty.
我没吃。
没吃过啊。
Local specialty 海南。
那我们点2份吧，我有点饱啊。
好，
点2份。
好，点2份，好的。
He's not hungry.
好的。
We're disturbing this guy's breakfast with the
老板娘。
Oh, let's take a kitchen. Let's go take a look at the chef in action.
点2份海南粉汤。
We're coming in deep into.
哎，好。
老板在给我们做我们的吗？
现在可以做
现在可以做。
过来看一下。
She's cooking ours.
好的。
很辛苦啊，你这么早就开门了。
So this is we're having a local.
We're having a local. It's really hot in here.
It is very hot. It's like a sauna.
I guess.
And we are having. What are we having?
刚从那边拿。
大姐，给我们做点啥吃今天？
来做汤粉呗。
做汤粉，搞点那个比较有特色的东西，好不好？
这就没有了，这里面有海
行，要不我去。
没关系，随便。
搞，没事嘛，去也是很近啊。
随便吃一口就行了。So looks like we won't be getting any seafood this morning.
Oh right.
Because we have to buy it from the market and then take it here to be cooked.
We should have brought fish here. So we're just having.
So we're just having noodles, rice noodles.
Okay.
I'm quite content with those too.
Yeah. Should be good.
大姐，我听说你就是每天休息的时间都很少啊，一直在搞这个餐厅。
那做这小生意是真的。
每天能够睡多长时间
5、6个小时有啊。
几个小时
5、6个小时有啊，也不是说几乎没得睡。
Sleeps for 5 to 6 hours a day.
5 to 6
run
hours.
this restaurant.
Oh wow. So that's to. Why does she have to do that?
Because
Just to be able to.
Well, because I guess this is the only restaurant that the fishermen can go for breakfast.
All right. So she basically has to be like ready at the same hours as them.
Right.
Oh, okay.
您是单纯的是为了挣钱，还是说开了这么多年，已经和这些渔民是不是已经有什么样的感情？
挣钱肯定是要啊，那为了家庭的生活肯定是要。
Large part of it,
不用说的嘛。
Large part of it is to make money.
Yeah. Make a living.
但是您在这儿开了这么多年，对这些靠打鱼为生的人也还是有感情了吧？
那肯定啊，这要不怎么他们都到这。
Right, and she said, of course I feel affectionate toward the fishermen because they come to my restaurant.
Yeah, she's
quite
feeding them
often.
every day. It's like
Yeah.
her family.
Yeah.
It's hot in here.
Well, so I guess, Jason, this is where we end the show and enjoy our breakfast.
Yes.
Takeaway message.
It was. Oh, see the
Wait
ball.
for the first bowl to come. I think this ran so much longer than we had intended because things just got so exciting for us. And our camera is almost running out of batteries.
Yeah, the red light is flashing.
Yes, so I guess we have a couple of minutes maybe to wait for the bowl of soup to...
Okay, yeah, I think the viewers, they want to see what we're going to eat. We
Yes.
can't just let them...
Yes, so-
let them off. Oh, they want me to try, yeah.
So do you want to go out and take a seat?
This is my first time trying this dish, okay, with my scaly hands.
老板娘，你是本地人吗？
不，我是潮汕的。
哦，是潮汕的。
对，她是在这边出生长大的。
So she came from Guangdong province, Chaoshan in Guangdong province. But she grew up here.
这是铜鼓汤。
pork bone soup.
Pork bone soup base.
Pork broth. Wow.
And that's our cameraman explaining. You really know about.
Yeah, I know about Guangxi because I live in Guangxi.
I was gonna say you know a lot about food, but.
Nice noodles. I probably did the most starving now.
Because you did all the tough physical work. But also our light guy and our audio guy. If you care to give him a shot, just holding the his time.
Shoulders must be
Good job, man. Good job.
And then this is so coordinated.
Then there's someone.
And this is don't hide. This is our
crawling
producer. This is
around.
our field producer who's hiding from the camera. We're wrapping up soon. We just
Wrap
want
it
to
up.
wait for our food to go
Cameras.
onto the table.
Camera's running out of battery. Wow, it looks good.
Is that ours? 这是我们的吗？
不是的。
不是。
Oh, what's that? Oh my, we're trying to
My
push
mouth
in.
is watering.
There's other people waiting. That's not
See,
us.
this is
I must go on. I'm still starving.
this is actually what makes my mouth water.
What's that?
This is the local Hainan yellow pepper sauce.
Oh wow.
I think you can only get it here.
Yellow
now my
pepper.
mouth is really watering.
Let's take a look. Oh my la liang.
Well, I've lived in Sichuan for quite some time, so
We should just eat this.
I can. I want to see you eat that actually. But my mouth is really watering if you can hear me. Oh, it's just that I really love spicy.
Oh right, yeah. This back to you.
Okay.
来，你们要做几份呢？
2份，
2份好了。
2份。
先做1份是吧？
辛不辛苦，老板娘
习惯了就好。
？She said she's used to a
Like
life like
she's used
this.
to this tough life working in the kitchen.
其实渔港上好多人都来您这儿吃饭哈，不光是渔民啊，还有些什么人会来您这儿？
你们这边住的啊，
那游客，
游客也会来。
有的
So local people, tourists, people who work on the dock, they all come to this restaurant for breakfast. What time do you usually open? 一般都几点开门？
凌晨4点。
凌晨4点。
4 点。4 Wow.
Same time as we started the live stream.
Yeah, well, I woke up at 2 a.m.
Well, but that's just one day of job for one day of
Yeah, I
work for
can't.
us,
I
and
can't.
She has to do this.
Yeah, she does
day.
it every day, so I can't imagine. Yeah, it's very tough. It's a tough life. I take my hat off to them. It's impressive.
This is us, I guess.
Oh, this is ours. That's the rice noodles there, and then what's
That's
that?
a
Is
lot
that?
of.
That's meat.
That's a lot of organ meat. I'm not sure if you can deal with those.
Organ meat.
But I love organ meat.
And then the egg.
麦大哥，其实有这么一个小餐馆在码头上的话，解决工人们的很多问题啊。
对。
This restaurant is really helpful for the laborers on the dock.
Yeah, it gives them strength to go back out into the
Feels
sea.
like a home, I guess. It's almost like a
Yeah,
second
very,
home.
very
有一
homely.
个小餐馆，那些移民进来肚子就饿的，肯定要找吃的。
Oh. She said when the fishermen came, they're starving.
Oh yeah.
所以你这个真的是还对他们来说也是一件善事了，算是有点那种家的温暖了啊。
因为这些都是我们当地的一些特色吧。因为 移民回来的话，他们晚上想吃个夜宵的话，都可以过来吃也可以。而且我们这里还有个烧烤的，但是烧烤的话，它是到凌晨的1点钟左右，啊。
就像一个聚集点了。
哎，对，还有我们这里有个大屏幕，可以看电视的。在这里。
Oh, there's a big screen.
So this is you can consider like a Moscow place for the local fishermen.
Yeah, that's good. All the fishermen to get together and finally get some nice food. Oh shit! So I'm gonna take a
dive right in, Jason.
Should I use the chopsticks? Okay, here we go. Here we go. So what's this dish called?
It's called rice noodles.
It's a little bit hot.
With organ meat and eggs.
With organ meat. All right,
I
let me
made
taste
the
the
name
meat
up.
first.
But it
You
looks
made the
yummy.
name up. Okay, wow, look at that. Get a close up on that. It smells nice.
You're gonna make all of our audience jealous. How does it taste?
It's good. It's like pretty good. It's good. It's like very like homely food. You feel like you're back home. Well, that's what I would imagine the fishermen feel like when they come here, as if it's like the food from their mother. Especially when they've been out at sea, probably they have to put up with the captain's or the chef's food on the boat. Maybe it's not that good, and so then finally they come back here, and they have like a nice bowl.
That's probably also how you feel after a morning of live show, right?
Yeah, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I haven't slept.
You mentioned it like 8 times already.
I mentioned it 8 times. I haven't slept since
Just
yesterday.
goes to show that Jason didn't sleep last night.
Yeah, my brain is malfunctioning slightly. So this is going to help, I think.
So we're going to leave Jason to his bowl of noodles, and I guess this is where we end the program. Thank you for joining us, and big shout out to our wonderful crew. We're going to give you a break to have your breakfast as well. So thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you continue to follow our journey, Tides of Change.
Bye-bye.
Bye.